Is it working? Okay, hi guys and welcome back to some more Prison Architect Alpha 35. Man, I'm so excited every time a new update comes out. And boy, oh boy, this update is pretty freaking gigantic if you ask me. Unfortunately, I'm not exactly sure if we'll be able to see the absolute true limits of the update that we have at hand because the prison is relatively small. My prison was never designed to be a huge prison. Obviously, like there's a lot of space in the room, and we have like I did like degrade the rooms over here so I can also house more prisoners in individual rooms and not have everyone in holding cells. So you have like the very first are in the holding cell, then you have like the low quality cells, then you have like the medium sort of quality cells for like prisoners who are like and you have like the high quality cells like on the edges over here, which are like just luxury enhanced. And yeah, and my phone is ringing. What a perfect opportunity. All right, we're back. Where was I? I think I was saying that I was trying to say that like yeah, my prison was just was not really built to like house like hundreds of prisoners or even up to like I've seen some gigantic prisons like reaching even up to 800 prisoners, maybe more. This is a new hairstyle. Hey, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Look at this guy, Paul Lawrence. 3 years for possession. It looks very cool. But yeah, that's why I don't think that will be able to like do all the new cool features that are starting to come out. And to that, I'm speaking mostly about gangs. But we'll come back to that where how do you say, we'll cross the bridge when it comes to it. Until then, I want to like open up some intake for tomorrow. We have a little bit of space. And um, what the hell? Whoa, 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 whoa! Some shit is erupting all over the place. What the hell? Volatile. Probably did the volatile guy started a fight and the other guy almost beat him to death. What the fuck did these guys have to? No, are their problems. I think this will affect the days without incidents. Actually, no. I'm not sure what exactly incident means at this point because it's been like so long since I have an incident. My prisoner grading just dropped to 9%, the reoffending rate, which is like so good. Like less than 1 in 10 prisoners that come out of this prison reoffend. Now it's true that the prison is pretty small, so it's like what's it? Proceeds like a very small amount of prisoners at the same time, but still it's like I rather have a smaller prison and dedicate my time and efforts into reforming them than have a gigantic prison in which like everybody murders and stabs each other and himself. I don't know, maybe like that would be a cool idea to add later on, like the idea of suicide, like depression for certain prisoners, and could end up committing suicide. I really want this guy to get out. No, 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 no. Hey, 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 hey! Son of a bitch. Well, this will not go well on my sheet. He just beat him to death. It's like so hard to take care of this protective custody. As I said, I said that like a really long time ago. My prison was designed during the time when I couldn't make like separate wings because the canteen would not work well. But yeah, maybe I should just start over. But I'm thinking like trying to like use some of the prisons that have been made in workshops. Which are pretty cool, some of them. So, that could be an idea. Alright, let's see our prisoners that are coming up. Let's see if we have any new gang members. Still have the few over here. No, it doesn't seem to be so. We do have a guy that is unknown. But yeah, as we can see, the new gang system is has been widely improved, but that's not the only thing. There's like the contraband. His system has been also altered a little bit. Apparently now they can steal like axe and spades from the forestry, which is pretty cool and at the same time pretty fucking dangerous. I don't know what this fat guy doing over there, but I don't like it. And now, finally, prison trading of contraband has been introduced. So, like last time, they have added money, and you know, all the prisoners are gaining money as they work. My prison, they have quite a lot of money. Actually, if I look at it, they have like 50, like 67. Have a shit ton of money, and there is a slight problem with the way this works. Is that's because the thing is that they win their the shop is only operated like during the work period, but during the work period, like they work, so they cannot go and buy stuff. So it's a little bit weird. They have to like have a free day during their work so they can buy stuff, or I can assign like only certain prisoner types to work there, and the others to assign like different time schedules, you know, to like separate them into minimum and maximum, and have the work times at different schedules, and then maybe we would work. But it's a bit awkward, you know. That's one idea that could be. I'm not sure exactly how you fix it. I mean, just the prisoners have to take a break from work and go to buy something from the shop. The shop is not going to like manage itself on its own. So yeah, trading has been introduced. So now prisoners that you know, they want a certain good, no longer have to like steal it themselves. If there's another person that has it, you know, they can go off and buy it from them. And also if they have something that they don't really need, but they really want some money, then they can just go and sell it. I'm not sure if I can get an example of such things. It would be pretty cool. Speaking about that, I should activate my informant just to see like what that triple dot, not triple dot, that freaking dude, what this guy over here is not that great, and I want to know what's up with him. And looking at him, it's eating time. If he's a legendary prisoner, then we're in a pretty bad spot to take care of him. Okay, yeah, that guy has been targeted, and doesn't seem to be so. Wow, there is a lot of contraband. So yeah, look at this guy. This guy is like stashing up. So he could definitely sell like one of the bottle of booze, for example. Or this guy, look at it, has 3 fucking mobile phones. He could definitely sell them and have money to buy, I don't know, some escape tools. So yeah, that's a new thing that has been added. And it's pretty cool. And if we go ahead and check out the supply and demand, the price of the goods do work based on the economic rules, the supply and demand economic rules. Basically, if you hover over them, you can see like you cannot see like how much they cost, but you can will give you like a rough idea. Basically, like $1 sign means that it's very cheap. For example, the weapons are very cheap. Why is that? Because there's not a high demand and there's enough supply to meet them, you know? So basically when there's like huge supply and low demand, the prices will be very small. When there's like high demand and low supply, the prices will be pretty big. Same with here, with narcotics, as we can see, it's like very cheap. Like they're just flowing through the prison. Same for the luxuries. So the supply is like, look, we can even see how it changed. The supply is so big and the demand so small that basically everything is very cheap. Like narcotics are simply flowing around like I don't know, toilet paper. Geez, that would be something of a luxury goods over here. Yeah, I'm going to intend to do a shakedown and see how that affects like the prices and all that. But until then, let's look at the gang system a little bit. So it's so hilarious. Like we have 2 gang members. Both of them are like scheduled, not scheduled for executions, but both of them are like on death row, and they're from opposite gangs. Like it's like I don't know. I just find it very ironic how they ended up here. But yeah, now the gang system does you know, just take in account territory, and gang members will gangs will now have hierarchies. You know, they will have like leaders. They'll have like regular people, like these guys. These are just soldiers. But if they were like multiple, and if you could have like 10 or 20 gang members, then you'd have like leaders and even lieutenants who are like second in command, and those guys can really call the shots of what's to happen within the gang. As you can see, like there's now a money thing that has appeared in the gangs, and that is like basically the you could call it like the bank account of the gang, and basically they can use this money to buy like weapons so they can defend themselves. And those are a lot of... Oh, we have a new gang member that just arrived by bus. But those are a lot of freaking signs, so definitely there is a tunnel here. Now we just have to like find out exactly where he is. Yes. Alright, we're going to go ahead and dismantle all these toilets. There's definitely a tunnel. Wow, that dog is really trying its hard over there. We're going to check it out just in a second. I'm trying to see. Yeah, we have a new gang member. But even that is like not enough, you know, just 3 gang members won't be enough to like cause any problems, and I don't think I'll ever have enough gang members to cause problems. Okay, the dog really went crazy over there. Doesn't seem to be inside. So maybe it's like going over here, or maybe it is inside. I just need the workers to come across and start dismantling those toilets. Look at them, they just came in and freaking had all these weapons. Alright, let's check this out. Whoa! Wow, and multiple tunnels, even separated out of each other. I don't really trust these. Let's like check a few more over here, just to make sure. The game is getting a little bit framey with all the freaking tunnels that are happening over here. Hopefully that will be it, and I'll now need to just place the toilets right back, and the booze and all their contraband is now found, because you know, they just wow, 2 frames per second. Damn, gotta enjoy the PC Master Race, especially when this happens. So we don't have any leader just yet, but maybe it will arrive. I don't know. I'm not sure if I can like record for as long as it will take for things like that to happen. Alright, so we checked everything out. That was the only tunnels. That was a pretty substantial tunnel. Haven't seen a tunnel reach that far in quite a long while. But yeah, we haven't had like... If I had a few murders because of you know, just occasional what's it called? Occasional like protective custody and the legendary prisoner that was over there. I've never had any escape, so at least I have that. 2% like of the prisoners that have been paroled early have reoffended, so that's also a good stat to work with. Finally, going back to gangs, yeah, they can now they will now try to... They are more cannot really speak right now. They are very territorial. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. So now they'll be more likely that they will try to defend their like capture and defend their territory. So we can see these things that are marked with an exclamation mark are basically places where that can be you know, captured by the gang members. Unfortunately, like none of them can be captured right now because there are just too few gang members. There are also no leaders to call the shots. One of the gang members is also in like permanent lockdown because he's like on death row, so he can never assist his buddies. But that's a thing, you know. So if you construct your prison like really high, not really high, just like really big, That's what I meant to say. Also, let's shut down the intake. I think, you know, 20 prisoners in 2 days is enough for me. As I said, I'm processing them like rather slowly, giving them time to reform and work, and that's worked out pretty well for me. But yeah, I'm pretty interested. I might like try some of the workshop prisons that are just very huge, and check out some gang action with them. And that could be an idea, just to like check out some of the community work. Let's do a shakedown. I said I wanted to try that actually, so let's see. We have all these. Now we're going to go on a shakedown. All guards are busy. And yeah, the prison gangs are getting a lot harder to deal with, basically, with all these things. Look at that. Look at how the prices of tools and weapons, look how high up they are, because the supply is so low and the demand is high. You see, and you can see with other stuff how as the shakedown goes along and their supply drops, their prices will like rise up considerably. Also, I think it's also dependent on the quality. I mean, look at we can see that the spoon is not really as valuable as a screwdriver, for example, or a hammer. And yeah. Yeah, speaking about prison gangs, so they can like capture territory, and then what they do in that captured territory is basically they ask for protection money for like neutral prisoners to come into, and not to mention that prisons from like other gangs cannot come into that territory unless they feel like they have enough numbers in which like a gang fight will occur. So yeah, it is rather tough to deal with it. We're going to have a lot of guys in solitaries. I'm looking around to see if we can get any new informants, which would be quite cool. We know about an arranged hammer drop over there. And I think the reason we know about that is from wiretapping, because we haven't had the informant active. So that is pretty cool. Yeah, we can see like the weapon, like there's zero supply of weapons, so the price is just skyrocketed. Everyone who has a weapon right now, but they don't because the supply is zero, but if they had, they could like make so much money out of it. Just like a giant fortune. No, not really. It's like $3 is about like 10 bucks, I believe. So $1 sign means like around $1, maybe $2. $2 signs mean around $5. $3 signs means like up to like 10, and then $4 sign. Look at this, like it got to like $4 for a second there, because just like the demand was so small. Okay, we can call out the shakedown. Still no new informants. Oh, trouble is happening. Dude, you might want to get down there. No, 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 no. Fucking, they kill him so fast! Jesus! What the hell am I supposed to do here? I am so pissed off. Well, I no longer have protective custody, guys. So that's a thing, but they're so mean. Jesus, they just like... I really need to like space out even more. Like there's just no way for me to work this out in the protective custody. I need to like have an entire hour difference so he has enough time to go back to his cell. It's ridiculous. That or just keep him on permanent lockdown. But yeah, the gang members are just too few right now to cause any problems, and it will take like a really long time until I'll have enough gang members to like have something reasonably happen. And that being said, until that happens, you know, most of the gang members, maybe not this guy, saying that most of them might be released, but 127 years is some time. Oh, is this guy going to be no? What the hell is that guy? Death row appeal. What the fuck? I had 3 gang members, so oh, he's back there. He probably went to like visit his. Oh, I saw that. Dude, you're in fucking death row and you dare to have a club with you. Like, Jesus. You know, I think that the reason why they grabbed the weapon is because they knew like the weapons are like in so high demand that if they could grab them and sell them, they could make a lot of money for their gang. But yeah, I think this is pretty much it. Also, the guys, the developers have finally announced the game will come out fully in October 2015. So they'll have to like push hard to like finish it until then. The game is sort of like coming around. I mean, there are only a few things left that could be added. Well, technically, like you could figure around with a lot of things in the reform programs. You know, you could have like add like gardening, you could add like basic IT education or first aid class or like aerobic fitness sort of class. You know, dealers could be added, like drug dealers, now that trading has been implemented. Gangs are almost completely done, and they're pretty terrifying as of right now. And you know, just pretty much that. I don't know exactly. There's not much else to be added. To be fair enough, just some finicky sort of stuff. Some like small details here and there. Like you know, even the idea of having some sort of prisoner mode in which you play in your own prison, you know, which happens if you like get fired by having too many deaths. That'll be pretty annoying. 150 paroled early. The 12 deaths, man. It's like so sad. Like, did you just attack him like he had no chance? We should have like I'll keep that in mind, you know. Next time I'll just leave an entire hour gap in between, you know, the times. And the gang members, look at that, them just fingering out together. Also, they have been staying without incident for quite a while now. So he's receiving like a higher quality cell. Not really. I mean, this guy hasn't. But yeah. Also, I think I just encountered a small bug before I end this episode here, is that gang members just don't really like, they don't sign up for reform programs, and if they are on death row, this presents a small problem, because they'll just never go to the death parole program and death row parole, and that will never reduce his likelihood of clemency, so he can never like safely schedule their execution. So, you know, I think I know like the gang members are like very unlikely to join any reform programs, but I think there should be at least in that case there should be a way for it. I mean, they should at least be able to go for parole. And finally, I think as a counter to gangs, I think that reform programs should act as a deterrent for prisoners to join gangs, because otherwise they just there's like absolutely no reason not to join the gang. You know, they just offer protection, they stick together, they claim territory, and they pretty much fuck up your prison. So in case of my prison, you know, I can't really do much about that, and I'm just hoping that you know, by offering like very good facilities and reform programs, it will act as a deterrent from people joining gangs. But anyway, that's just my opinion, and yeah, hope you guys enjoyed watching this small episode. Not as much action if you don't consider those 2 protective custody guys that have been killed, and a little bit of violence here and there. And yeah, leave a like and favorite if you enjoyed watching. It helps out a lot, and I'll see you next time with whatever I'm going to make. Gangs, man. They sure know how to do it. I see you guys next time. Bye bye.